Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of The Bastard Review. It's been about 7 or 8 months since I've done a video, and I have no excuse for it. I'm simply lazy. But since I have some time on my hands now, I hope to do more videos in the future. And since this is the first video in quite a long time, and it's a special occasion, I figured I would do something that you haven't seen, or you probably haven't heard about in quite a long time. So I hope you enjoy it. Because the bastard is going...
Extreme Championship.
That's right, the bastard is going extreme, and hopefully this will be one of many ECW reviews I do in the future. This time around, I'm looking at Tag Wars 1994. This was a home video compilation put out by ECW. There are 5 matches on it. It's just over an hour, and I don't believe it's available on video or DVD anywhere. I found it online, and if you'd like a link to it, shoot me an email and I'll send that to you. Anyway, we start off the night with the Public Enemy versus the Bruise Brothers. Public Enemy, if you don't know, was Rocco Rock and Johnny Grunge. I believe these guys were brought in by Paul Heyman, and they were the first of many to go on and personify what ECW would become in the future. This was a bad match. The camera quality in all of these matches are bad, but in this one especially, it's really bad. There's one camera, and it's on a platform set back behind the audience. It's stationary, so that when the wrestlers are in the ring, it's not too bad, but for most of this match, they were out in the crowd. I didn't like it. It didn't do anything for me. I don't understand why it opened up the video. I'm giving this a 2 out of 10. The next match was Public Enemy versus Bad Breed, which was composed of Ian and Axel Rotten. This was an alright match. The stipulation was it was called a brawl game. There wasn't a pin, there was a 10 count, and once the person was down for the count of 10, the match turned into a false count anywhere, and the team that didn't get pin or didn't have the 10 count would get legal use of a baseball bat. The stipulation didn't really work for me, but this was an okay match. Both teams were pretty brutal in what they did, and it was worth to see them beat each other up in this match. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. The next match is the Bad Breed versus the Pitbulls, and the Pitbulls are comprised of Pitbull number 1 and Pitbull number 2. Very original. This was a nice short little match. It was amusing to hear the crowd say "We want blood" after Axel attacked both men after the match. This was a good way to set up the feud between both teams, but this match really didn't do anything for me. It was average at the most. I'm giving this a 5 out of 10. The next match is Bad Breed versus Pitbulls again, only this time it's a double dog collar match. It's kind of another odd stipulation match, but this one kind of fit a little better because the Pitbulls always had dog collars around their necks and they always had chains. So it kind of fit. I just can't see why they would do a double dog collar match. Still, this was a great match. It was brutal to watch. And it continued the feud. I was happy with it. There were some pretty good spots on it. I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. The final match of the night was Taz and Sabu versus Joe and Dean Malenko. This was a really good match. It was a little shorter than I would have liked it. The video quality was still bad. Not as bad as the first match of the night. And I can kind of give ECW a little bit of leeway here because back in '94 they were really a mom and pop promotion. And they really didn't have the money to spend on production quality. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. This match was really fun to watch. It was probably the match of the video. Joe and Dean Malenko are brilliant wrestlers. Taz and Sabu were able to keep up with them and do what they usually do. I was just really impressed with this match. And the fun really starts after the match is over. The Pitbulls come down and start attacking Paulie dangerously, who's out with Sabu and Taz. 911, who is Paulie's bodyguard, goes after the Pitbulls, and they retreat to the back with 911 in tow. Then Public Enemy come out and attack Paulie and Sabu. Meanwhile, in the ring, the Malenkos are attacking Taz and keeping him from coming to Sabu and Paulie's aid. At one point, Public Enemy put Paulie through a table. I know they put Sabu through a table as well. This was a really good match. Match of the video for sure. I'm giving this a 7 out of 10. Overall, Tag Wars 94 is an average video. There's really nothing here to stand out. The last tag match is really good, but that would pretty much be the only thing worth watching on this. If anything, this video is a window to show people what ECW would become. Kind of a showcase of this is what we are, this is what we're going to become, this is what to expect from us in the future. And by rights, they do get better. As I do more videos, you'll see that the quality of the matches improve, and I will be more enthusiastic about them. This is a nice start, and like I said, it's not too bad for a compilation. I'm giving this a 5 out of 10. Thank you for listening, and tune in again when I review another wrestling DVD or video in my library. Take care.